The next part of this chapter is about intervals. So main four type of intervals are given to you here as: first is open interval, then closed interval, semi-closed interval, semi-open interval. So let's study one by one. First is open interval. Now what will be there? Let's see. If A, B belongs to R and A is less than B. Okay, remember there are two values, one A and B. Both are the part of R, but A is less than B. Then the set X is an element of R and A is less than X and X is less than B. So remember this one thing: when A is less than B, what we have to do? Write A at one point, write B on another point. In between you have to write X and just create or make this sign of less than, like this. Is called open interval and is denoted by AB, like this. See here, one picture is also given to you. This entire line is R, here is A, here is B. In between there will be X. All the numbers between A and B belong to the open interval AB, but AB themselves do not belong to this interval. So all the numbers which are there here, it will lie between A and B, but A and B will not come when you talk about this particular interval. So you have to exclude A, exclude B. Whatever there is in between, that is a part of X. So here AB is equal to X is an element of R. How to write this in the proper form? So A is less than X and X is less than B. So this is open interval. Then next is closed interval, closed one. So here A and B will be the part or the element of R and A is less than B. Then the set X belongs to R. Here when it is closed one, means both the value A and B will come here. So A is less than equal to X and X is less than equal to, here equal to sign is also there, B. Is called closed interval and it is denoted by AB. Now here if you see this part, A, B will come when you talk about X. So here A will also be there, X will also be there, and B will also be there here. So all the numbers between AB belong to closed interval AB. Also A and B belong to this interval. So when you talk about this particular interval, all entire this three alphabets will come here, because here we are keeping the sign of less than equal to. So here AB is equal to X belongs to R and A is less than equal to X and X is less than equal to B. So X is in between and AB are on the extreme side, but AB will also become in this interval. Hence it is known as closed interval. Now there is semi-closed interval. Now here AB is equal to, now X will be the element of R or will belongs to R. A will be less than equal to X and X will be less than B. So here A will come as it is equal sign is given to you, but B will not come. So if you say this part, here there is A, X, B. Now when you talk about this interval, you will take A also into account and X also into account, but you have to ignore B here. So such type of interval will include A and X, but it will exclude B. Then next is semi-open interval. Now here X will belong to R and A will be less than X, but X will be less than equal to B. So in this part you will include B, but you will exclude A. So if you see this picture here, A will not come into the account, but we will take X and B into the account here. Hence it is known as semi-open interval. Number of elements of a set, cardinality. Here, what we are going to talk about is that how many elements are there in a particular set. Just we have to count those elements, simple. So the number of distinct elements contained in a finite set is known as number of elements. For example, A is denoted by number of elements in A. So how many elements are there in A? How we will denote it? By NA. For example, if in A there are certain even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, as you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, so just write number of elements in A is how many? 4. Just count the numbers that will come here, simple part. Remember something, that the number of elements in empty set is 0. Empty set means there are no elements in a particular set. So this particular part is known as cardinality of set A.